at all this beautiful
Want to
food.
get into your fridge. And here we go. Padma, I would expect nothing less than this fridge.
Oh
This
my
is
God, it's really frightening to see it in a picture form. Like I look at
it,
my fridge 15 times a day, but it's weird.
it's it's very it's like I feel like it's like letting people into your underwear drawer. Like when people have seen my
Totally,
fridge. But this is a
totally. My fridge or my spice drawers are more interesting than my underwear drawer, I'm sure, but also
well,
kind of more.
I mean, this is one of the best fridges we've had on the show, and I want to get it right into it. I've done a little bit of snooping around here. It seems like you are a tamarind addict. There's tamarind in like 3 different places here. There's one there.
Hmm.
There's one over here, the Calusions one.
Yeah,
And I think you even have some tamarind. I don't know if this is tamarind or not, but I found something in your side door here.
that
It
is
looks
tamarind.
like it says tamarind.
That is tamarind. That is pressed tamarind. The others are concentrate. One is concentrate, the second bottle, and what you first showed was something that you can mix, with rice, and that's from the Hindu temple in Queens.
Oh, fantastic. So,
There's also some tamarind chutney. The label is turned, but in the door you can see.
really, what is it about tamarind? Are you just into super sour flavors?
I love sour, I love tart, I love acid. Tamarind is something that all South Indians have grown up with. It's also very prevalent in Thai, Chinese, a lot of Southeast Asian food, but it's really, really big in South India.
Yeah. It's also big in Persian cuisine, which we're gonna get to. I've been binging your show, and I just watched the Iran episode last night, which I'm Iranian, so it was. I mean, you knocked it out of the park. There was no way you could have done that episode any better.
Thank you.
But and everyone in the Persian community is like, I'm getting all the, like, my parents are sending me the link, which was like, that's how I know it's it's making. They're like, do you know this show? I'm like, yeah, we're talking tomorrow. I know this show.
Danny
Um,
June.
Danny June, you know this lady. Um, so you also, I love that you have a prominent dairy presence in the fridge. Dairy
Yeah.
seems like the devil lately. And
I love dairy. It would probably be easier for me to go without meat than dairy.
wow.
So behind that whole milk, there's also lactate milk so that I don't overdo it. But I eat yogurt, I eat a lot of butter, I eat cottage cheese. And, look, you can see we love our yogurt,
Yeah.
both salty and sweet.
Are you a ghee person? Do you ghee it up?
I do have ghee, but we don't keep it in the fridge. We keep it on the counter, actually.
Oh, does it not have to be refrigerated?
No.
I guess so. They take the milk solids out, so why not?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on how fast you go through the bottle.
So you're cooking all the time, I can tell. Like, what is this funky thing over here? This
Oh
little
my
bottle in the
God,
second
that
row.
is kumquat chutney. And the
Wow.
recipe for that kumquat chutney is actually in my memoir, which is called Love, Loss, and What We Ate. It doesn't have too many recipes, that book. Obviously, it's a book of nonfiction prose, but this recipe is one of my favorite recipes. And it's actually the opening of the book, like not the recipe, but the story behind it. My parents have kumquat trees in California where they live. And so every winter, they will send it to me. And, that's what that is made. That's homemade. That was made in February. And we had several jars of it. That jar that you're seeing right there is very precious because it is the very last jar.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I never know what to do with kumquats, so that sounds like an exciting thing. Can you explain what the difference is between a chutney and a pickle?
Sure. Basically, it's the amount that you can consume. A pickle, which is very spicy and can be made from a variety of things, is usually much saltier. We were just having this conversation at lunch. And you usually only use a tiny bit, like, maybe a heaping espresso spoonful or half a teaspoon. And you take a tiny, tiny dot of it and then you take your rice and whatever lentils or else you're eating. What I will do sometimes is smear that pickle on some flatbread and then put cheese, any kind of cheese on there, and then roll it up and have it. That's a beautiful late night snack for me. A chutney is something that you usually use by the tablespoon, a couple of tablespoons. So that can be a fresh chutney. It can be a cooked chutney. It can be almost like a coulis, or, you know, what you like, chopped very small. It can also be fermented, but usually they're blended, and then they're, you know, they're dressed with spices that are fried. Right. But in some cases, you cook the whole chutney.
It's interesting. I feel like I love Persian pickles, which I think you had some in your with the kebabs in your.
I love
episode.
Pickles. Yeah, Persian pickles are great.
Persian pickles are great, but there's something about Indian pickles. I just discovered this brand called Nirav, and they make it's called extra spicy mango pickle, and like you can only get it in like this. There's like this website. It's like indiansupermarket.com. It's like super immigrant-y website. Like it was, it's like just send a picture of your credit card and we'll send it to you. And you're like, oh, this seems shady, but
yeah.
And they're the most delicious pickles. Like you guys nailed pickles. I'll give you that.
Thank you. You know, another thing you can do if you buy an Indian pickle and you don't know what to do with it, I always take a little bit and I swirl it with mayonnaise, and then I use that to make potato salad, or, you know, whatever salad you're making, to just give it a little spice.
Yeah. Amazing. And I also love, before we get into your show, I have a couple more things I just want to get into here. What is this like VIP Tabasco here that's like black? I've never seen this.
This is, I don't know if it was just made for me, but it's a very limited edition of Tabasco that the McKinley company sent me. I'm not sure why. It just showed up. I don't even know how they got my address, but it showed up at the office, and I came in a beautiful box, and I love Tabasco. I love all hot sauces. So if you move down toward the right next to the Priya pickle, no, the same row.
Okay.
That is a hot sauce that was given to me by Ed Lee from Top Chef.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, in Kentucky. Next to that is some Hawaiian chili water with
this one here.
With the yellow top, exactly. You can see there's some weird black truffle mustard, which I haven't used much of. It's like completely full.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the condiments here are like insane. I love it. But this Tabasco thing is hilarious. For those of you not watching, it looks like a bottle of Dom Perignon that's got.
It is.
It's very cool. Okay.
Talking about chicken a la king, mango and garbanzo tabbouleh, grilled potatoes and vegetables with roasted garlic and basil, zucchini's eating granola fruit bar. Look at all this beautiful food.